Disclaimer. All stunts performed in this video are all AI-generated footage where nobody is actually driving or putting other lives at risk.
All right, y'all, what is good? As you can see, this is the second ever video with the C8 Corvette, and today it's gonna be a little bit different. As you can see, here's the sexy beast, and I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of DMs, a lot of people asking on my stories, just so much stuff about a clothing brand. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm just gonna do a little POV drive. You know, gotta put the GoPro on, and I'm just gonna answer you guys' questions for you. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna drive around Miami, drive around Brickell, drive around South Beach, and I'm just give you guys some crazy game. I want you guys to learn a lot about me, but mainly a lot about my business model as well. If you guys are new here, I run a clothing brand, and that's how I was able to afford my C8 Corvette. Without further ado, let's not waste any time. I'm about to start this up. I'm gonna put y'all behind. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, this does have an aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket rims, aftermarket everything. And as you can see on the front is D-badge as well. Not cold start, but a warm start. Oh my, no, that is not okay. That is too loud. Nah, but with that being said, we're wasting no time. We're about to jump in. I'm gonna put the headset on and I'll catch y'all when I'm downstairs. As you guys can see, it's a little dark. I'm gonna put it in track before I talk about everything. And we're gonna whip this hoe. I'm telling you guys, the pops will never get old on this car, ever. This is ridiculous. I love this shit, bro. And it's crazy that I was literally able to attain this from this clothing brand right here, Messi, within literally 2 years. I started my clothing brand, I think July 2022, but before that, you know, I was in high school and I was probably in the same situation as you, right? I didn't really know what I wanted to do at all, and I was just stuck. You know, my grades were ass, everything was ass, and you know, I didn't really know what to do. Like, I don't want this to be the same video as my story video, but I'm just gonna kind of explain it, right? And I'm just gonna skip fast forward. If you guys want to see my full story, you could go watch that. I'll link it in the description. But basically, I hit a crazy sports bet for like 1,000. I bought my bulk order. I sold out my first drop, and that's basically how I was coming up. I was selling out, and it was all from TikTok and Instagram organic. That's literally it. And it's pretty crazy because it really wasn't that hard at all, right? Any of you guys watching this right now could easily do it. Easily. So with that being said, I mean, the first question I really get asked when starting and scaling a clothing brand is what manufacturers I need to use. Now with the tariff situation, before the tariffs, I would always say China. China's the way to go. Their quality, shipping time, communication is just miles better than Pakistan. It's either China versus Pakistan. Almost every single time I'm going to pick China. Why? Like I said earlier, the quality is just top tier. 2, the communication is actually surprisingly good. I know you guys will be surprised just because it's China, but surprisingly the communication is fantastic. And 3, the shipping times really aren't as bad as you think. I love China. They just got affected by the tariffs so bad. So if you guys need a US manufacturer, all you need to do is go to my Instagram, DM me the word manufacturer, and I'll set you up. I'll put you in a group chat for him for the free. So go ahead and watch that. But guys, I love this car so much. I know I have a POV channel as well. You guys want to go ahead and watch that. I'll link that in the description. But the pops on this is crazy, and it's been a week with the car, and I really still don't think it's real. Like the first couple of days I was like, oh, this is a rental. You know, it just feels like a rental. I'll push it, but it's really mine. I bought the shit with my own cash, my own hard-earned money from my clothing brand. And I started out with my clothing brand by selling shirts, hoodies, like everyone was normal. And then I had my first drop where I was like, oh, I can actually make this happen. Everyone who's been successful has that moment where they're like, oh shit, I could genuinely make this happen. For me, that was my blue paisley shorts, which I actually still sell to this day, and my pink cloud shorts. Those went pretty viral, and I only made, you know, 4 or 5 grand off of it back in 2022. But that's when I was like, oh shit, I could do this. Now, as you guys know, I was a pretty highly recruited lacrosse player. I had one D1 offer to go play at Jacksonville University. And I ended up, you know, not going because I made a fuck ton of money. But I decided after that day to just drop everything and go all in on this brand. The next drop, I literally made 10K. The drop after that, I made 15K. The drop after that, it actually flopped. I made 2K. Now, a lot of you guys going through it, or actually going through the process, are just gonna think it's up from here. That's not true at all. Once you succeed once, you're not just gonna keep going up, up, up. It's gonna be up, down, up, down, up, down. You're gonna run into problems. You're gonna run into tribulations. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? And for me, that actually hit hard because I went from making 15K in a week to 1K in a whole month, and I was depressed, but you know, I just kept working towards it. I realized the product wasn't good. It wasn't what my audience wanted. So I ended up switching it, and that's when I decided to switch to full shorts. And after that, my next drop, I was actually playing at a lacrosse game. This was senior year now. I'm pretty sure it was like March or something like that. Around last year, 2 years ago. And I was playing a game, and it was supposed to be a really hype drop. I worked super hard. I was gaining a bunch of traction because my TikTok and Instagram Reels went viral. Shout out my boy Luke, if you're watching this, bro. You helped me go viral, and you helped me make a lot of money with this drop. And it was super hyped. And I dropped during the locker room. I opened the site right before I went out on the field. And after the game, I opened my phone to $7,000 in sales, which is crazy. At the end of the day, we finished with like 9K, which was pretty good. And during that whole month, we did almost 50 grand, which is crazy. As a senior in high school, that's like unheard of, which is pretty crazy. And that's also what I knew. I was like, yeah, I gotta take the shit serious. Fuck lacrosse, I'm done. So you're gonna go through, you know, troubles for sure. And you just have to push through it. That's really all I can say with that. I'm gonna do a quick poll here real quick though. The pops on this is crazy. This isn't a regular C8, by the way. You know, we got that Jiggy Econ money. We decided to get a crazy exhaust on this car, and it's so worth it. It sounds crazy. Now, I wrote down some questions beforehand for you guys to answer. And you know, honestly, one I was getting a lot was how to go viral. Right now, going viral, it's all consistency, and it's all a game of just consistency and accounts. That's literally it. Right, once you have an account that's warm and you found one that's getting a decent amount of traction, you are genuinely set. If you don't go viral with a warmed up account, it's genuinely your fault. But what was I saying? It's all accounts. Right, to warm up your account, literally what warming up an account is, all it is just swiping, swiping, swiping until your algorithm is in your niche. So for me, I like to target basketball players. I like to target college athletes. I like to target people who go to the gym. So what I would do is I would make my entire For You page just people who go to the gym and like kind of athletic wear stuff like that. And that's what kind of helped me, you know, get my shorts and all my reels out to the right people. Plus I did it in the streetwear niche too, so I was getting some streetwear content as well. But if you go on my For You page on my messy Instagram account, you'll be able to see every single one of my reels is a clothing brand reel. So we'll go to Messy Shop right here, and we'll just go here. Clothing brand, car, clothing brand, clothing brand, clothing brand, clothing brand, clothing brand, Brez, clothing brand. That's what a warmed up account looks like. And if you still have a warmed up account like that, and your videos aren't going viral or aren't getting like a decent amount of views, which on Instagram, a decent amount of views or like okay amount of views is probably like 3 to 10K. If you're in that range or not getting more, it's because the videos suck. If your videos are good, what I was trying to say about the accounts is that you need to focus on creating good content. Look what other people in your niche are doing, and if it's doing half decent or doing really well, copy it, but make it better. None of the videos that people copy do better than the original video, and I can promise you that. So take a video that's doing good and just put it in your own way and make it better. And if your videos still aren't doing good, then it's an account thing. So the main goal is to have a good account and good content. Once you do that, you're gonna sell a fuck ton of clothes if your backend systems are right. Now let me get to the backend systems. You need an SMS and you need an email list. If you're doing this organically, this is a must. If you're running ads, it's a little different. But when you're first starting a clothing brand, which I'm trying to target people in this video, people who are first starting and who are beginners, you need an SMS list. But before we even get into the back-end systems, we need to focus on a product. Now, a product is the most important part about starting any sort of brand or any sort of business at all. Without a good product, no matter how good your marketing is, you're not gonna sell shit. And I can promise you that for a fact. So with that being said, I know I say this in every video, and I literally just made another YouTube video on it, how to create a winning product. I need you guys to visualize yourself as the customer. Do you think this is a good product or not? If you think so, let's say you close your eyes, you walk in a store, you see your product on the shelf. If it's a good product and you would actually wear it yourself, like me, I'm literally wearing my messy pants because they're so comfy. They're plain, yeah, they're like essentials pants, but it's my brand, and honestly, they're the comfiest sweatpants I own. My boy's literally wearing them too, and he's on a 2-man right now. So, I mean, that should tell you one thing. But you need to make products that you and people in your niche should actually wear. Now, we're gonna take a little break and do a pull here in first gear. I don't want to be too much of a nerd in this video. Downshift. Oh my god. Start that fucking clothing brand, please. Because this is what it gets you. Oh my god. Now there's cops over here too. Oh, I'm cooked. 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 Oh, I'm actually cooked, bro. Let's make this quiet. Nothing suspicious going on here, police. Alright, should be straight. Track. If your product is ass, you're not gonna make money. It's that simple. So focus on the product, right? It's that simple. If you have a good product, oh, is that Johnny? Yo! It's Dylan, what the fuck, bro? Everyone's out tonight, bro. Yo, everyone's out tonight. Nah, but basically what I was trying to say is your product is your best bet in anything. If it's a service, if it's e-com, especially a clothing brand, your product is 1000% your best bet for sure. But once you have your product, you're obviously not just gonna sell the product yourself, so marketing goes into it, and then you need some back-end systems as well. And with starting a clothing brand and running it organically, SMS plays a huge role in the success of your business. All right, so me, I utilize SMS for everything, whether it's an Easter sale, Easter was just passed, any sort of sale, any sort of holiday that comes up, or even a drop. I like to get as many people on my SMS list, or I like to call my VIP list, as possible. All right, so with the SMS list, it's honestly my favorite because if you're a brand that's strictly drop based, SMS is for you. If you're a drop based brand and you don't do SMS, you have no idea what you're doing and you need to rethink life. Think about it. All your followers, that want to go ahead and maybe buy your product, but they forget about it, how are they going to get reminded? They're not just going to scroll on Instagram all day and wait for your post to pop up. No, they're going to get a personalized text message sent from you that you send out to every single one of your followers that'll eventually go through and make them want to go ahead and purchase. Especially if the offer is good. If they see a text, hey, our Messi's, whatever, I'll just use my brand for example. Hey, name, what's good, Ben? Messi's buy two get one free sale ends today. Go ahead and shop now before it's too late. More than likely than not, there's gonna be at least a 1, 2, maybe even 4 or 5% conversion rate to that. And let's say you have 10,000 people on your list. 5% of 1,000 people is 50, I'm pretty sure. Let's do the math. My AOV is 71 times 50. That's 3K in a day right there, all organic. But by just sending one text message, if you have a good offer and you have a good product. That's basically some game about a clothing brand. I mean, for me, I really want to build my clothing brand super long term, right? That's a main goal for Messi, is to build it super long and then eventually sell it in the process. That's my end goal. I want to sell the business. The good thing about e-com is that you could build up the business and just sell it no matter what. You can't do that with a service-based visit, or you technically can, but it's rare. You can't do that as an influencer. You can't sell your account. You can't do that with crypto. This is why e-com is the best, because you could build up a business, make money with a business, and when you're ready to leave that business, you could get probably half the revenue you've made in your entire journey in the business right there to exit it. And now it's off to someone else and the business is still growing and growing and growing. And you could say you own that company, which is pretty cool, and you exited it. Exiting a company is a very big deal, you know, to a person or anyone in the business world. If you've exited at least one company in your life, you're considered a big dog. So the main goal for me is to just build up Messi as much as I can. I want to be doing at least 100K to 500K a month, and then just exit the business probably for, I don't know, $500,000 to $1 million. And then after that, I'll dump a lot of that money into just assets that bring me cash flow, like real estate or crypto. And then honestly, I want to be chilling. I might build up another business in the future, but me personally, I want to have like at least 10K cash flow coming in every single day profit. So I want to put my money into assets that get me there, and then I could get to the point where I'm just chilling and I don't have to do shit ever, and I still get 10, 15K a day coming in every day. That's my main goal. That should be your goal for you. The reason, you know, I'm doing the social media, all this stuff as well, is, you know, to obviously make money from it as well, but I want to leave a good name. And, you know, I kind of like having some sort of personal brand. It's super good to have a personal brand when you're in public. It's kind of like your resume in a sense, right? If I meet someone in person and they see me, I give them their Instagram, people are gonna see that, oh damn, this dude has 50,000 followers, he must be a G. Oh, this dude has 2 YouTube channels, he must be a G. Oh, he has 25K on TikTok too. Oh, he must be a G, he must know what he's talking about. That could become a business opportunity for you. So let's say you have a brand and it's already doing good. Now, being good, I mean 15 to probably 30K a month is doing, hold on, I don't know where I am, so this is very sketchy, but I'd consider 15 to 30K a month profit pretty good for a clothing brand. And if you do that, that's when I would start the personal brand. You don't even have to sell a course if you want to. You could just make videos, and, you know, having a big personal brand is huge for meeting people in business and all of that. Well, honestly, I mean, the thing is with the clothing brand too, like I said earlier, I think it's the best e-com model in general, because all these big guys who technically drop ship, 1 second. Oh yeah, we gotta roll the windows down for this. But what I was saying is, all these bigger e-com guys who say they do dropshipping and e-com, so the majority of their brands are clothing brands, like women's shapewear. I actually have no idea where I am. There are no cameras? There's no cameras anywhere? Fuck it. Fuck it. We out. sure, I'm gonna end the video here. We're pulling into a gas station right now. As you can see, my gas is very low, but that's all right, we ball. With that being said, this is the end of the video. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for watching this far. I really hope you guys got some game out of this because I did spit a lot of sauce. Once again, if you guys are actually interested in working with me full one-on-one, you want me to help you run your ads, help you set up your brand, do everything one-on-one, you know, work with me, you could go to my Instagram, DM me the word brand, and I'll see if I could get you in the full one-on-one clothing brand mentorship program. With that being said, appreciate y'all for watching the video. It is hella late by me, so I'm so tired, and I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video.